What's up, guys? Welcome back to our journey. My name is Nick Bean. This is week number 4, I think. Right now, I'm currently in Louisiana, going to North Carolina to take my stuff from my old apartment in Texas back home to North Carolina. So this week is story week, and I didn't really have many stories to tell you guys. My life's not that interesting, but I do have one story. I'm gonna tell you guys about this time that I almost got arrested when I was 16. So, basically, the story starts where I was 16. I had a girlfriend. She was like 2 years older. She still wasn't allowed to drink. Obviously, she wasn't 21. But she was like, Nick, do you want to go to this party with me? And it's like a real party. You know, where like beer and like where bad things happen. That's where babies get made. And I'm like, yeah, I would love to go to this party with you. And she's like, okay. So she gave me this thing called a Four Loko. Do not drink. Do not drink and drive. Don't drink until you're 21. I learned from my mistakes. Anyway, I drunk the whole Four Loko. So by the time I got there, I was already in my feelings, and I was like getting emotional to her, like crying and like telling her all this stuff. I don't really remember much of it, but anyway. So we got to the party, and I'm in there just whoa. And by this time, I'm like singing my ABCs like Jacob so glorious. I'm like A B C D E. I'm just like so turned. I'm like gang, 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 gang. I'm in there just doing my thing, talking to everybody, and no one's on my level because you're not supposed to show up to a party like that. You're supposed to, get there and then kind of make your way to that level. I came in there just full out, just in the zone. So I'm like hollering at all these girls, this, that, and another. This little bitty house has like 150, 200 people in it. It's packed, it's super loud. So the night goes on really fast. I don't really remember much of it. All I remember was I heard a loud bang at the door. Boom, 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 boom. Cops was like, Lincoln Police Department, let me in. And the owner of the house came to the front door, and she's like, after you pigs, you're not coming in the house. We're not breaking any rules. And they were like, okay. So they called the SWAT team. So basically, the house ended up getting surrounded by like 25, not 25. Okay, I'm tripping. I'm exaggerating. I'm hyping. I'm a hype beast. It was like 10 cops surrounds the house, and they're rounding up all these kids, and I'm like, oh my god, the cops are coming. They're still banging on the door. My friend's like, Nick, come on, we'll hide on the roof. And I guess I had stepped in some wet puddles throughout the night because it was a wild night, and I'm like, okay, the roof's metal, my shoes are wet. He's like, come on. I get on the roof with him, and I'm like, I'm in my zone. I think I start hitting the nay-nay, the whip, the folk. I don't even know what was in at the time. But I slipped. I hit my head on the roof. I roll off the roof and land on a beer pong table. And the cops were like, with their flashlight on me. Okay, my dad's flushing the toilet, so. I land on the beer pong table. The cops are flashing at me like, son, what are you doing? And I'm like, by this point, I'm dunzo bunzo runzo. I get up, and the only thing I can think of is to tell the cop that I want to be a cop when I get older. So like this is exactly how it probably sounded. Hey, Officer, I really enjoy like what you do. Like I really want to be a cop one day. Like you're doing your job. I understand that, and I love you, and I want to suck your. And he's like, yo, you need to go inside and hide. So when we bust open this house, you don't get a ticket. I'm like, okay. I listen to him. I go, I hide. There's kids hiding underneath pool tables. There's kids hiding underneath beds. They're all hiding. Anyway, eventually, boom, they bust in the door, and they round up the house, and everyone gets put on the porch. So they're breathalyzing all these kids. There's like 80 kids that are getting tickets, and they're like, go stand over there. So they're rounding these kids up and making them stand on the front of the porch of the house. So I get breathalyzed, and he tells me to go stand with the kids that are supposed to get tickets. I'm like, oh my god, my dad's gonna kill me. My dad, to this day, doesn't know this story. So we're sitting there, and there was this kid named, I don't know, his name was like Tyson or something. This dude's wild. He ends up just taking off, sprinting, jumping over a fence into a bush. The two cops that were watching us sprint after him, right? Of course, they're trying to chase him. So I'm like, okay, there's no one watching us. So I like tippy-toe around the house to the front yard where the kids who were sober were. So I snuck in the front of the house where all the sober kids were. And I'm like, chilling. And the cop comes over to me. He's like, did you get your court date? Because I guess he thought I had got the ticket. So I was like, yes, sir, my court date's October 23rd. I just made up some random day. He's like, all right, go on now. Find your ride home. So anyway, pretty much every single one of my friends in high school at that time got a drinking ticket, and I didn't. They all had to pay like $250, and I walked out solo. That was the first time I pretty much ever got drunk and I ever went to a real party. And I almost got arrested, so that's it. I hope you guys found this story kind of interesting. I'm sorry I'm being kind of dull and boring. My dad's he's right there on the other side of this wall, so it's kind of awkward. Anyway, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the story. I know it's a little crazy and you guys probably don't know that about me, but hey, I'm being honest and it was a funny story. Yeah, if this video gets 10,000 thumbs up, I will do another story time on my main channel, link below, about the first time I had a girl over at my house. It's a pretty crazy story. So, anyway, I will see you guys next week for another video on our journey. Lauren's tomorrow, so take it away, Lauren. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. And today is my birthday. So happy birthday to me. And that's it. She my bubble gum shawty and she make it go pop.